BBN, Jackfruits. What's up, party people? Came outside, get some sun today. Anybody that cannot comment, it's because the live comments are only for members at this moment. I love when I come outside and get the sun sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just be stopping for a minute, looking up, appreciating the sun, trying to get as much of it as possible. All right, so we're gonna be talking about the whole riding situation that's going on. And looting. And the first thing I want to say is I want to give a shout out to if you cannot comment, it's only because you are not a member. We have it so only members can comment today. So you have not been kicked. So you don't have to DM me. You don't have to DM me saying you've been kicked. You have not been kicked. You can't comment because you're a member. Because you're not a member. Only members are commenting today. It's the weekend. Anyway, let's get to this. Can we hit those likes up, please, if y'all don't mind? We want to discuss the difference between riding and looting because I want to give a couple of people some big ups. It's going to sound crazy what I'm going to say, but I'm going to explain what I'm saying. And it's going to sound a lot less crazy after I explain it. Okay, I want to give a big up one to all of the, everybody from the New York City area, pardon me, that, everybody from the New York City, I'm opening my coffee. Everybody in the New York City that's an advocate that went out there and helped us get organized. I want to give an appreciation to all of those people that stayed in New York and helped us to get organized. And I also want to give a shout out to Tamika Mallory and my son and their unit who went out to, we're going to call them Unit A, all right? From now on, we calling my son and Tamika Mallory's unit, that's they people that whatever unit Tamika Mallory and my son is attached to. From now on, they Unit A, copy? That's our first line of our first line of offense defense, because they doing it the right way. I'm gonna explain real quick. First, before we even explain what Tamika Mallory and my son is doing out there, I want y'all to know what happened in New York City this week. So, I only went to one of the protests, right? The only protest I was able to catch. Good morning, all of y'all. The only protest I was able to catch was the one that was downtown at the courthouses, the federal courthouse buildings. That's at Foley Square. That was the one I was able to catch, right? So I want to say this much. When I was at Foley Square, I'm going to tell you what I observed first, right? We're discussing looting and protesting. We're discussing rioting and looting in contrast with protesting and why we should be protesting and not rioting and looting. All right, so check this out. So when I was down there at Foley Square, I noticed a couple of things that absolutely blew my mind. The first thing was they initially said, stay out of the street. And then after a couple of minutes, they just let us be in the street, right? I think that our activists are working with the police, right? Before I finish telling y'all what I'm about to tell y'all, I want to tell y'all this also, because I've spoke to a couple of people who I know people along with myself. The police are the New York City NYPD, their upper management, their upper tier is working in conjunction with our activists to allow for us to be able to protest. They're not allowing us to be able to riot. They're allowing us to be able to protest. And so I'm gonna explain real quick. Bear with me. When I was at the riots at when I was at the protests at Foley Square, I noticed there was a moment where they pushed us down the block, right? Now, there's a tactic that the police is using to clear the street. This is your opportunity to fight them. So for all of y'all that don't care about going to jail, for all of y'all that want to throw hands with the police, this is literally your opportunity to fight them. They are literally putting the police out there that's ready to scrap to clear the streets. Copy? So are you going to get in trouble for fighting the police? Absolutely. But if anybody else noticed, have you seen them pulling guns and shooting at the activists in New York City? That is not a thing that's happening. The police has been told to holster. The police have been fighting. The police has not been pulling guns on us. The police have been, from what I've been seeing, it's been a minimal amount of taser use for the most part. I'm telling you what I've been seeing. If anybody else has been seeing different, please tell me. I'm not talking about all of the police everywhere. I'm only talking about NYP at this point. NYPD at this point. So look, check out what happened when I went to Foley Square. They pushed everybody down the block. They came to the street like what they do when they come in to clear the street, right? They come in for the smoke. I'm letting you know right now. They're coming for the smoke. Why you think they're just pushing people? You see when that white lady got pushed and she was like, I was just standing there. No, lady, they were clearing the street. If you do not want to fight, If you do not want to exchange blows with the police, just keep yelling and walk out of the way. I'm telling you right now. If you stand there when the police is coming to clear the block, I'm not talking about while everybody is protesting and everybody is yelling and screaming and the police is standing there. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, hold on. First of all, yeah, the sucker cops are doing that. That's a fact. James S. says, Frost, where were the sucker cops running them people down? So check this. So I'm telling you, I'm explaining to you what the police is doing. So our unit of people that feel like for whatever the reason is, y'all want to scrap with the police, I'm explaining to you the perfect time to do it. That's when they go in to clear the street. If you do not want to fight with the police, get the fuck out of the way. If they clearing the street and you see them coming 20, 30 deep to come clear the street, 40 deep to come clear the street, and you just fucking standing there and they come and they push you, that's on you. You were standing there to get physical. So that lady that was complaining that she got pushed, she is not in the right. She is in the wrong. The police was clearing the street. All right, so what I noticed was when the police was pushing people out of the street, telling them they had to get out of the street, they stopped 1 block before Canal Street. You know what's on Canal Street? The fucking stores and the shops. The police literally stopped pushing people towards where they could loot. What that tells me is they had directives from higher up telling them that they can push people out of the way to stop the protests, but to make sure that they keep them away from shops. Okay, now that sounds crazy, right? That's a lot to ask for, right? Okay, not a problem. So they was riding down at the Barclays. They had a protest at the Barclays, right? As far as I know, there was arrests that happened. People was fighting, right? People was fighting the police, right? Did you see any shops getting broken down? I didn't see any shops messed up. Maybe I missed the shops. Maybe they were. I went down to Barclays yesterday because I had a suspicion. So I went down to Barclays yesterday and I looked around. The shit is not burned down. The shit is not vandalized. I mean, maybe some people spray painted something. I didn't see the spray paint, but I know they spray painted up the courthouse buildings, got the shit sprayed out of them. Nobody got arrested for that. They was not arresting people for vandalizing the courthouse. So you listening to me? At Foley Square, they vandalized the courthouse. We even showed y'all, if you was in there on that live, you could see where they wrote Black Lives Matter on the stairs, and you could also see where they wrote George Floyd's name on the side of the actual building, on the side of where they keep the damn prisoners, on the side of that building. Copy? So hold on. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so yesterday, they were protesting on the highway. What up, everybody? Let's do morning shout-outs real quick. Morning roll call. What's up, business? How you doing today? James S. Salute. What up, William Summersville? Salute. Roach. Salute. Bree Powell. What's up? And shout out to everybody that can't chat. I hope y'all do at one time or another decide to become part of the green team so y'all can talk with us on the weekends. But, you know, shout out to everybody that's in here and can't chat. Anyway, so check this out. Why would they go protest on a highway? Why would they go protest on a highway? Because on a highway, guess what the highway does not have? The highway does not have stores. The highway doesn't have anywhere for you to destroy establishments. The highway doesn't have do you get what I'm saying? The activists brought everybody to a highway on 125th instead of bringing people on 125th. Yes, because the activists are actively working with some of the police because there are a lot of police that are upset about what happened in motherfucking Minneapolis. You better believe it. Black and white. There are a lot of police that are upset at what happened in Minneapolis. There are a lot of police that's upset at what's happening in general. There are really people that they wanted to be police officers ever since they was kids. Over 150 people arrested in Vegas last 2 nights. God dang it. Were they looting and tearing shit up, or were they just protesting, James S? I'm curious. But that's how they giving it up in New York City. Has anybody, besides that police cars that been getting caught on fire, has anybody else heard about any looting has anybody heard about any looting happening in New York City? Any looting? Well, the police in Las Vegas, y'all activists ain't on point. Y'all need better activists. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm not even being funny. Y'all need better police community relations. That's what y'all need. Who chased the Fox News crews from the White House? The black people, the protesters, or the police? Because remember, I think Donald Trump had that CNN guy arrested. I think Donald Trump was just watching CNN, said, I'm tired of these motherfuckers, and they had dude arrested. And the protesters pushed Fox News away. Good. Fuck Fox News. Fuck Fox News. What the fuck? Fox News is the main people that push all of that propaganda that lets individuals think that the type of behavior that put minorities' lives in danger and send minorities to jail for nothing is you know, they push that agenda. So fuck them niggas. What? They have that girl, Tommy Lauren, or Tammy Lauren, whatever we calling her, right? Check this out. She had a black boyfriend. At the same time that she used to go on TV all day and try to like lynch black people right and left. Her man was black. I don't know if she's still dating that dude. Now she has the nerve to come out talking about how, you know what I'm saying, like trying to speak about how she is upset about the situation that happened in Minneapolis. But her type of reporting, her type of the way that she carried herself and the way that she spoke, she's the one that encouraged this fucking behavior. So I'm not down with you. That's it. You can eat a dick. She encouraged that type of fucking behavior. Let's just keep it a stack. Do y'all understand why I keep trying to tell y'all, and I'm not going to say the channel's name, but I keep trying to tell y'all there's a channel that be trying to beef with me and the motherfuckers is racist? Have y'all even really ever listened to what that channel is saying? That channel pushes the fucking racist agendas. I'm telling you. That channel is racist as shit. Why do you think they trying to argue with me right now while we talking about protesting? We talking about a black man that got killed in Minneapolis. They out there trying to make a documentary about Jack Frost. Where are their priorities at? Are they trying to distract y'all? Are they trying to think? Do you understand what I'm saying? So pay attention. Y'all give these cornballs power over y'all. The minute that you decide to agree with some bullshit, you give the individual and that bullshit power over you. Don't agree to bullshit. Don't have time for it. Period. Bree Powell says, facts, F Fox. They said that them as well as when they were chasing them and throwing shit at them. Fox crew ran to a police car and got no help, but the police did call for backup. Come on, man. You know how many police officers agree with the protests? I'm telling you. I eavesdropped on a conversation. We was on live, so I don't think they knew I was able to talk and hear them at the same time and recognize what they were saying. But I heard them eavesdrop. I was eavesdropping on a conversation that they had. And I'm letting you know right now, they're all, and I'm talking about the white shirts, by the way. And I'm letting you know right now, they're all, the white shirts are the supervisors, the copy. I'm talking about the white shirts. And I'm letting you know right now, there are quite a few police officers that agree with what's going on, that agree with the protest. Yo, imagine wanting to be a cop since you were 7 years old. You become a police officer, and now next thing you know, a good majority of the people that you work with, that you've been growing up thinking that these people was heroes, a good majority of these cocksuckers is out here killing your own people. Imagine that. Imagine having to work at the precinct every day and seeing somebody trump up charges against innocent individuals. Imagine working somewhere someday and you're a police officer and you know you want to be a good police officer and you see them like beating people up and arresting people, then charging them for resisting arrest when they was never resisting arrest. You just started a fight. Imagine that. There are a lot of police officers that is not jacking these niggas. Don't be surprised. This is my word. I'm telling you right now. Don't be surprised if a fight break out and you see some police officers beating up other police officers. Don't be surprised. Because in a minute, niggas is gonna have to really, really pick a side. Absolutely, the media is a big part of the problem. They busted that one reporter playing gunshots to fuck up the crowd. The nigga played gunshots and then reported on live air that the crowd was, that the protesters was shooting or some shit like that. Yes, they are fucked up media. Haven't I been telling y'all about fucked up media? Think about all of the YouTube channels that when we was discussing the Tekashi case and I'm over here dropping facts and they was busy trying to say I wasn't dropping facts. You talking about them niggas right now. Do y'all understand who the real media over here is? Do anybody even understand what a media's job is? I think that motherfuckers don't understand what a journalist and a media's job is. They're two different jobs. A journalist is part of the media, but the media consists of many things other than journalism. And a lot of what y'all watch that y'all believe to be journalism is not journalism, but it's media. I'm just keeping it a stack. Don't be surprised if before this is over, you see cops fighting other cops. That's a fact, Charlie Santana. Journalism, he says journalism is just one of the gears in the machine called media. That's a fact. The problem is people are looking at aspects of the media which is not journalism and they're taking it as journalism. That shit ain't journalism when the fucking when the journalist goes out, when the media guy goes out there covering the news and he's playing gunshots and then he says that the crowd is shooting. That's not journalism. How is that journalism, homie? Hell, that ain't journalism. It's not journalism when, let's say, I make a story and then the person comes and they say that my facts are lies because they have difference of opinions about actual facts. That's not journalism. Journalism, real quick, journalism also isn't just getting paperwork and reading it to people. Journalism is getting paperwork and then investigating that paperwork and chronicalizing it. That's journalism. These dudes, y'all watching shit with people that's telling y'all that they know what journalism is and they don't. I'm just telling you. I keep trying to explain to people that them other YouTube channels, they're not doing what I do. I do something different. So check this out. Did y'all see what my son and Tamika Mallory had? They had them motherfuckers so organized, everybody took a knee. They had them motherfuckers so organized, everybody took a knee down there in, I think they still in Minneapolis. Everybody took a knee. They had the whole crowd, everybody that was protesting, they had everybody take a knee and put up a fist. That's the type of protesting that we're supposed to be doing. And then you know what that's supposed to do? Now we vote alike. Now you vote for your local officials. Stop only voting for the fucking president. Vote for your local officials. Vote for your local judges. Look, y'all mad at judges, right? Some judges get voted in. You could literally, that's why I don't understand what the fucking problem is. Why y'all, I've been telling y'all about voting for the last 2 years. Y'all not voting. And then y'all upset at the people who get elected in the office. You're upset at what they're doing. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I didn't vote for Trump either. But I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. That's why you don't really ever see me bash Trump. I didn't vote, nigga. I wasn't giving neither one of them my vote. I don't fuck with neither one of them. That's how I give it up. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I don't believe in the lesser of two evils. It's evil and then there's not. That's what there is, all right? So that's why you don't really hear me bash Trump. I might talk about something Trump do. We laugh about it. And then y'all talk about how much I hate Trump. And I'll be like, whatever, nigga. I didn't vote. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not going to go at least attempt to vote for your local. Okay, so imagine if, this is just for argument's sake. Imagine if all of the gang members in New York City that can vote all voted for the same fucking person. Imagine if all the gang members, Blood, Crip, DBs, GDs, whatever the fuck you is, Latin King, no matter what you are. Imagine if all the gang members in New York City voted for the same person. That person would win. That person's name probably wouldn't even need to be on the fucking ballot, because that's how skewed the numbers would be. Think about you, your family, your building, the building next to you, the building next to that building. 80% of those people, the building next to that building. 70% of those people, the building next to that building. 30% of those people, the building next to that building. 100% of those people, the building next to that building. 80% of do you understand what I'm saying? You know how big the projects is? We're living the way that we're living because we choose not to actively participate in our good fortune. You have to, God damn it, hey. You have to actively attempt to participate in your good fortune. We don't do that. You know what we do? We let shit happen and then we complain. Go fucking vote. And I'm not talking about for the big shit right now. I'm talking about for your local officials. The people that you're going to walk down the block and see. You know who got my vote? Ruben Diaz Jr. He got my vote. I don't care what he running for. He could be running for, I don't know, best Halloween costume. I'm going to vote for that guy. He got my vote. I actively see him in the community doing shit. I've spoken to him personally. I have a slight understanding of what his I have a quite good understanding of what his politics are. That's what we need to be doing. Our leaders need to be going out and speaking to our people that are running for office or running for positions in our community, so they could come back to us and let us know what type of people these individuals are. Should we fuck with them? Because we all not going to meet Ruben Diaz Jr. Not all of us is going to be able to come into contact with this man, speak to him, have spoken to him. But it's important that our leaders have. So our leaders could say, yo, you know what? We fuck with that person. Or our leaders could be like, you know what? Nah, on some real shit, that person fake as hell. They're going to get in the office and do the exact opposite of what they telling us. This is important. I'm going to explain something to y'all right now. Y'all know the majority of the people who are starting these riots don't even live in the cities that the riots are happening in. They arrested some people yesterday. They arrested some people on the Brooklyn, on the highway the other day, right? Some people got arrested. They said something like, I caught that, by the way. They said something like 80% of the people that was arrested. Yeah, my hands are really quick. They said something like 80% of the people that was arrested. This is where my arm was, by the way. They said 80% of the people that was arrested that had weapons on them wasn't even from New York City. They said something like that. They said, oh, these motherfuckers is from somewhere else. There's people actively knowing that protests are happening and they pulling up. They not always pulling up with the best intentions. They coming to our city. They're going to riot our city. Then they're going to go back home to wherever the fuck they live at, where it hasn't been rioted, where all of their stores are still up. That's a fact.
Like another Ronnie King.
Listening.
It's like another Ronnie
Yeah,
King.
it's a fact.
Right?
They burned down all that
What
stuff.
happened when everything died out? People were saying, where am I going to get milk? When am I going to get Pampers? Where am I going to...
That's a fact.
You burned it? You got to deal with it.
That's a fact.
I mean, okay, I feel sorry for the kid they killed. That cop should be fucking hanged.
That's a fact.
You know?
I was about to put you on camera until you said that.
I'm telling you, because, I mean, I cried with that guy.
That's a fact.
And he just stands there with his hand in his freaking pocket.
That's a fact.
You know? But, that's, you know, these are people, they're coming here and ruining somebody else's mom and pop store that they worked so hard for.
That's a fact.
They had nothing to do what that cop did.
That's a fact.
You know?
You all wins, baby girl.
You know? Because, I mean, I got an African-American nephew and nieces.
Okay.
And I love them to death. And I'm not prejudiced, you know, whatever. But it's a human being, because if you get cut, your blood comes out red.
That's a fact.
I get cut, my blood is red.
That's a fact.
So what? What's wrong? Everybody's... I can't. I cry over this shit.
Thank you for your input.
I'm telling you, it's true.
Now that's a fact. You ain't never lie. They said the majority of the people, like something like 80% of the people that they had arrested that had weapons on them, they wasn't even from New York City. So think about that. Motherfuckers is coming to whatever town that's protesting, starting riots, looting stores, or at least starting the looting of the stores. Like, remember that dude that people were saying is a police officer? I think his own girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend said, yo, that's him. He's a police officer. He went and was breaking the window so people could run into place and loot it. That's why the cop was breaking the window, so people could run inside the establishment and loot it, get caught on camera, and they could talk about how everybody is looting, so they could take away from the reason why this is being done in the first place. Don't allow people to own your narrative, yo.
And they got that guy in the car with his family, minding his own business, trying to go home.
That's a fact.
You know, he had nothing to do with it.
That's a fact.
You want to protest? Oh, it's on the police station.
That's a fact.
Do over there. Do not burn the stores.
That's a fact.
You're burning a store that has a house and people in there. What they got to do with it?
That's a fact. And then on top of that, you're putting so many people out of work.
Out of work. We're out of work already.
Oh, wow.
And now, when it's going to open next month, they got no place to go.
Damn.
And those people, I'm not, no offense, no anything, I'm not being, it's the low life that have nothing else to do.
No, that's a fact.
You know?
You ain't never lied. That's a fact.
I mean, the mother of the one that died six years ago,
Copy.
daughter,
Get Eric Garner.
she should have said, listen, let them deal with it. Stop it. She goes, oh, well, I can't stop. This is what they want. No, you could have said, listen, my son is dead. I know you all feel bad, and this guy's dead. Stop. Let the cop. Don't ruin it because you're ruining for other people.
Not just that, but this is another thing that people aren't realizing. When you go out there and you do that rioting and you doing that looting, you change the story from a man got killed by the police to we have total anarchy in America. You have just changed the story. Whereas if you just go protest and say we're upset at this thing, you keep the attention on the fact that something has to be done about those 4 police officers.
They're bringing it out the 1950s and 60s.
Mm.
Remember when
Yeah.
the riot? I mean, you couldn't. You had the white, the black, the black.
That's a fact.
Now they're bringing that thing back. That's already died out.
Yeah, because this ain't really, not for nothing, in my opinion, this isn't about white and black. This is about the oppressed and the people that's oppressing.
Right. This is it. Deal with that.
Yeah.
Don't deal with the stores. Don't deal with other people that had nothing to do with
That's
it.
a fact.
Now those 2 sisters that came from Fishkill.
Oh, wow, they done. They
came
tip
down
murder.
here and threw a
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, in a police car. What that got to do with you? You want to protest? We had one over here yesterday in Hunts Point.
What he did.
Nothing. It was nice and peaceful.
Okay. But it's the Bronx.
They said, do burned the Bronx because years ago, you were probably born, they did that.
No, well, one thing is for sure. See, us in the Bronx, we different from everybody else because we have everybody living here. We have all different races. Like how you just came up and you was talking about how you got family members that are different nationality in yourself. That's how we all live in the Bronx.
Yeah, but over there too.
Yeah, but
there's only-
I'm not
they
saying
were
it's.
still
I'm
thinking of the past.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's not like that over there. But I'm saying we've been like this over here longer.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Do something peaceful.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, go to the police, go to the news reporter. That's it. But don't.
That's a fact.
Because if I'm going home and there's a riot, they're gonna come into my car.
That's a fact.
Rodney King, the guys, they pulled him out of the 18-wheeler and beat the hell out of him. That the other black guy came to help him.
That's crazy. That's a fact.
Because they killed him. He had nothing to do with it. This is a guy who was working to support his family. You know?
Some got to give.
Something. Because now when this thing is over, and all those stores, all those people who live around there,
Oh, wow.
they ain't got nowhere to go.
Nope. And their city's not even going to have money to rebuild because of the problems that's already going on. What do you rebuild first?
Is it the police station? Is it the store? Is it the building?
That's a fact.
They burn? You know?
Damn.
They already arrested 300 yesterday in Brooklyn.
300?
Yeah.
I heard they arrested 150 in the last 2 days in Las Vegas.
Yeah, what is all Vegas? It's closed. I go for the money to have that. Take one of those machines home.
Now she's looting.
Stay safe.
You also, thank you. Now she's one of the low lives. That was funny though. She's joking. The machines are heavy. She couldn't have carried it. Nah, I couldn't find them Jordans. I could have ordered them the day before, but I thought I could have went to the store. I keep forgetting about the corona situation. So fuck it. I just wait till they come back around. They sell them shits again. It is what it is. I like them too. Charlie Santana said, yeah, the community is banding together to get Mayor Hal Marks of Mississippi to step down. I salute that. Is that the Mississippi dude? Is that the dude that said that if you could breathe, you could talk? Is that the dude that said if you could breathe, you could talk? I think that was that dude. Fat dude. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I like when a woman looks ghetto sometimes. That's a whole fact. Sometimes if she just looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like she ain't got all the makeup on, she's outside, she's still looking good, hair up in a little ponytail, whatever the case is. Curves is hitting. I'm letting you know right now, we in the crib and you walking around looking ghetto, shit might just pop off. I'm just saying. What up, Lauderdale? I'm just saying. Yeah, that dude, he needs to lose his job, obviously. First of all, how you gonna make light of a situation when a man passed away? That's crazy. Is this nigga putting lotion on his shoes? Shout out to him. Yeah, that's just absolutely bananas. He's a mayor of a city, and he's gonna make light of a situation where a dude ended up dying. Like, come on, man. Are we really doing that? We ain't doing that. We can't be doing that. But yeah, shout out to my son, Tamika Mallory, you know, that's the Unit 1, for going over and organizing them people. Had them people there organized. I need everybody that talks shit about my son to shut the fuck up. You don't like him because you know him personally? I got you. You think he can't be faking at this point. Copy? At this point, he can't be faking. All right? At this point, he cannot be faking. So everybody that got a problem with my son, y'all need to stop. That man is literally going out there on the battlefields. That nigga's literally out there on the front line And y'all motherfuckers that's talking shit about him is at home. So I don't want to hear it. Every time I hear somebody talk about my son from now on, I'm going to ask them where they at. When you sent this tweet, where was you at? When you commented on this post, where were you at? Because my son out there in the field, homie. Where you at? Oh, you in the crib. Copy. Got your shoes off. You're relaxing. You're about to take a bubble bath. I get you. I get you. You with your family every night, while my son is always out there in the field, away from his family, while he's trying to help other people's families get justice. I know, I get you. I understand 100%. Right? Now, if you just don't like him as a person, shout out to that. You know, people don't get along. But if you're going to discredit something that somebody is actually doing that has value, you're a bitch ass nigga. If you're going to discredit something that somebody is doing that actually has value, you're a bitch ass nigga. If you just don't like him, you're like, well, I don't like that dude. Keep not liking him, but don't say what he's fake. Yeah, but I don't care if he had pre-existing conditions. Those pre-existing conditions wouldn't have killed him if they wasn't on his neck. How about that? He could have had every pre-existing condition. But before they put their knee on his neck, he was still alive. How about that? You know what? That's even a better reason why the police need to stop doing what they're doing. Because people out here walking around with pre-existing conditions. How about that? That's my energy. So you trying to tell me that the police keep killing people that have pre-existing conditions and they won't stop? So they know that there's people out here that there might be something wrong with them and they're still using unnecessary force. Is that what you're telling me? We're supposed to let him off because he didn't know all that unnecessary force was gonna help whatever was always already killing dude kill him? Well, if I would have knew the unnecessary force would have helped the thing that was already killing him. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't even doing that. How about that? Shout out to Rob G Film. He says, looting downtown in my city. The looters broke the windows and stole everything from a place downtown. It's a black-owned business. I'm letting y'all know right now, if you do not have insurance for rioting, you should have checked that. That box should have been checked. You should have checked that box and then wrote next to it the same exact thing, drew a box, and then checked that box again. And then attached a note that said, there's a box. We checked it, but we didn't think that you, we wanted to make sure you didn't miss that we checked this box. So we drew a second one and checked that one also. Riots. Insurance, please. A lot of people are going to lose their generational wealth. There's a lot of people who are acquiring generational wealth and they're going to lose it now because of the rioting and because of the looting. There's a lot of people who worked hard to make a future for their family, and they are now going to lose all of those things. They're going to lose everything. All of their generational wealth. All of the shit that they've been working hard to leave their kids. And their grandkids. Some of these businesses been around for 20, 30 years. It was passed down to them. And they're about to lose it or have lost it because there were a couple of people that decided that while there was a protest going on, they wanted to get some free shit. I know dude all the way over there, but homie, you need to cover your mouth. What in the fuck? See, I don't want them to loot nothing. Because if you loot a corporately owned store, right next to that store, guess what's right next to that store? A small business. Guess what's up the block? Another small business. You think the looters are gonna stop at Target? You think the looters is gonna stop at Target? You think the looters are gonna run in, see that everybody already emptied out Target, and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go home? You don't think they're gonna look next door at that place that haven't been looted yet, that's owned by Miss Margaret or something, and then run over there and say, fuck it, let's start this store off? Because I missed my shit out of Target? You don't think that that's gonna happen? When change comes from negative energy, the change will never last long and the change will go sour sooner or later. We need a change, but we need the change to happen off of positive energy. Period. We need the change to happen off of positive energy, not negative energy. That's what we need. As long as the change comes from a negative place, as long as the change comes from a place of hate, as long as the change comes from a place of anger, nothing good is going to come of it. We need the change to come from the heart. We need to have all of those police officers arrested. New footage was released of the police officers throwing dude in the back of the fucking police vehicle and beating him up. And then taking him out the vehicle and throwing him on the floor. You know why they did that, right? So they could say that he fucking resisted arrest. So that when they take him to the fucking, he was probably already dying. Do you get that? They did something to him in the vehicle. He was already fucked up. He told them that he was fucked up. He had a problem probably. He was probably already dying. And instead of them calling the EMS when his life could have been fucking saved, they make sure that they held him down on the ground until he fucking died. Did y'all see the EMS that came? That wasn't the EMS that showed up. That was other police officers. It looked like they could have been sheriffs or some shit. That was not the EMS. Them niggas had police officer uniforms on and guns. Those are the people that put him in the back of the fucking EMS. Go look at the footage. Something happened in the back of that vehicle. I think they knew he was dying. We definitely need more leaders and less sheep. They knew that he was dying. The EMS they called was the police. They knew he was dying. Unless all EMS out there look like police with guns and shit, they knew he was dying or they knew he was dead. The EMS that showed up, police jumped out the back of it. Go look at the footage. I don't gotta lie. Those other 3 police officers need to be fucking arrested. The 2 police officers that fucking showed up and threw him in the back of the EMS that didn't report this shit, they need to be arrested. What the fuck? I'm gonna say this again. New footage has been released of them beating him up, or what is, pardon me, headbutt kid playing basketball. Well, I wasn't a kid. I was like in my early 20s. That's neither here nor there. So, new footage has been released, right, of them beating him up in the back of the vehicle before throwing him on the floor. They killed that man. This was no accident. I think now they could change that shit to manslaughter 2. Murder 2. Now this is murder 2. They can't charge them on. I know they might be scared they can't get. Now they could get murder 2. With the footage of them beating them in the back of the. Go talk to a lawyer if you don't fucking believe me. With the footage of the attack that happened in the back of the vehicle, they should be able to get a murder 2 conviction now. They could at least charge him with murder 2. The reason why I believe they didn't want to charge him with murder two initially is because I don't think they want to say the training that we gave them killed them. So they don't want to give them murder two because then that's manslaughter. I think what they're charging them with now is involuntary manslaughter, right? So that's murder three, right? They charge them with murder two, then their practices could be taken into consideration. The way that they're training the officers, their tactics. Then if you're saying the way that they're training the officers killed them, then the city is much more easily sued and upon winning more money. You understand what I'm saying? But now that they have the footage of them beating the guy up inside of the vehicle, you can say now that none of this has to do with police training. This shit don't got shit to do with police training. These were some road cops doing their own thing. They can charge murder too now. Period. And if they can prove that homeboy and the cop that actually had the foot on the neck, yeah, I think that was symbolic also. Why wouldn't it be? But that's a tactic that they use. Remember the other officer that the shit happened with, that the dude I think he got fired or he got put on desk duty or whatever, that the situation happened in New York City that we was all upset about, and I'm still upset about. That situation, remember, that officer kneeled on that guy's neck also. This is what they're being taught. I think there's some lady over there. I don't know if she's yelling into her phone or if she's just randomly yelling, or if she hears me over here talking to y'all, and she's like, oh, this is the spot where we just yell shit into the air. I'm gonna join in. But that's just something that they do. I mean, I don't know if Colin Kaepernick had anything to do with it, to be honest with you. But the police officers, go look at other arrests. They're always kneeling on people's necks and on your backs and on your head. They're trying to, okay, so I'm going to tell you something that has to do with MMA. All right, you try to get control of the other person. So when you're wrestling somebody, like even in regular like high school wrestling, you're trying to get control of the other individual. That's why they're trying to hold your head down to the ground. They're trying to get control over you. You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody's holding your head down on the ground, you don't want your head to get bashed against the ground, right? You don't got nowhere to go, so you resist less. So that whole knee thing, they've been doing that before Colin Kaepernick. So I wouldn't say that, but that's just me knowing what I know. I come out here early. I come out here on Sunday with y'all. No drops. I had people hitting me up yesterday talking about go live yesterday. I go live on Sunday. No drops. Shout out to y'all. That was not a real shout out, by the way. Yeah, there's just some lady over there. She just yelling. Oh, I think she a crackhead. And then she just came over here, looked at me, and then walked back and started yelling some more. Motherfuckers is weirdos, yo. Is she like on the lookout for me? Somebody's supposed to roll up on me or some shit? She out here trying to make sure I stay out here so somebody could run down on me? Is that what she doing? I don't be trusting shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. The fuck is she doing? I guess them drugs is hitting her, boy. It's hot as shit out here. She got on this black coat on with the Scully, with like two sweaters on under the coat. I'm cool with her dressing, but why is she just walking down the street yelling at herself? Come on, we can't do that. And if you notice, I'm not laughing. I'm not saying any of these things is jokes. If you laugh, that's on you. Shout out to the drugs. I would have said that a lot louder if it wasn't really the drugs. Shout out to James S. with the $5 drop. I would have I would have said that a lot louder, but really is the drugs. Now the other dude start talking to himself. This shit is crazy. I'm in the wrong park, yo. Yeah, I don't know why that lady was yelling, so my head on a swivel right now. I don't know what the fuck that bitch was yelling for. That shit was retarded. Hey. She got some thick legs right there. That's a whole fact. Hey. But yeah, so my son and Tamika Mallory and them in their unit 1, had everybody out there on a knee. Everybody took a knee in unison. That's how we're supposed to be protesting. The next thing we need to do is we need to go to the ballot boxes. Fuck the president. Everybody is always worried about who's president. Vote for your local fucking officials. I don't understand how this goes over any of your heads. All of us went to school. All of us, you had to learn some type of politics when you was in school. Something about the way that the fucking system works. You had to learn something about the way that the system works in school. You had to have. Vote for your local officials. Yes, voting for the president is extremely important, but vote for your local officials. Vote for the mofos you see down the block. Vote for those people that when something happens in the community, they pull up. Where's our local officials at? I want to see. I understand in New York City how hard it is for a borough president to go down to a protest, right? Because let's say you on the side of the people, you need the police to vote for you. So that hurts. Like, oh man, yo, I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna protest, I'm gonna help the protesters, the police. You know, you don't really want to get in the middle of it. I get it. But the people who haven't yet caught a position, you could go down there. I would love to see some of our local officials at the protests. I understand why they aren't, but I would love to see some of them there, but I do understand why they're not there. I get it. Where's the rappers at? I saw J. Cole go down to a event, right? J. Cole was at an event. Where is Kendrick? There's shit happening out there in California. I want to see Kendrick pull up to something. I guarantee you, I'm going to tell y'all some super funny shit. I guarantee you if Kodak Black wasn't in prison, he'd be at one of these shits. I guarantee you if Kodak Black was not locked up in prison, Kodak Black will be at one of these fucking things wilding out. He might go to one of these things on purpose to get locked up knowing Kodak. I'm telling you, that's just my opinion. You could, well, whatever you want to say is what you want to say. I think if Kodak Black was not in jail, if Kodak Black was not locked up, Kodak Black would be at one of these fucking events. Him and Sniper Gang. Just so we could be clear. Kodak Black, that's just my opinion. I want to see some of our rappers in New York City go down to some of these fucking events. Fuck it. Go down to some of these events and bring some fucking water for the people that's out there protesting. Go out to one of these events, hire a fucking food truck to give away some food for the people that's protesting. Y'all got all of these monies to throw at fucking strippers. Y'all can't go give a fucking food vendor $5,000 for the fucking day? So the people that's out there protesting could get some free food? I couldn't have money. I'm letting you know right now, I couldn't have money. I'm telling you what I would have been doing. I can't have money. Because this is what I would have did. Shout out to Bree Powell with the $10 drops. He says the drops. In my frost, the drops. You funny. But yo, that's what I'd be doing. If I had money, that's what I would be doing. All right, so they got a protest happening over there. We sure it's going to happen? We sure it's going to happen? All right, so let's get some of our people right? Some of our people. Yo, what up, Daryl? Some of our people to stand around the food vendors and protect them, and we're gonna pay some food vendors to go out there, right? And feed the protesters and the fucking police. Like that. Keep it all the way funky. The police ain't gonna take the food anyway, so you could just also say them. It don't matter. They're not gonna take it. They're gonna be too scared. They're gonna spit their shit or something. They ain't gonna take it. But the point is, that's how you keep it all the way right. You feel me? Not everybody. We gonna put food and water out there for everybody. Y'all gonna be fighting all day. What up, Rail? Y'all gonna be fighting all day. We gonna get some food and refreshments out there for everybody. Oh, that's what you doing, James S? That's what it is. That's the type of time we need to be on. They couldn't give this nigga money. They couldn't give me money, because that's what I'd be doing. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. Go get a fucking million, not a million, obviously. Go get a ton of fucking shirts fucking made up and be giving shirts out with fucking hashtag George Floyd, hashtag we've had enough, hashtag it's time. And then on the back, it's gonna have one of the BBN logos. That's a fact. I would do that though. You know what? We're just gonna make a BBN shirt like that. We doing that today. That's gonna be the new BBN shirt. It's only gonna come in black with white lettering. I'm just letting y'all know right now. That's the new BBN shirt. It's only gonna come in black. It's gonna have white lettering. It's gonna be up. Hopefully I remember to do it when I get home. If I don't, one of my admins remind me. Matter of fact, somebody clipped this and put this shit on IG. And I didn't mean to rhyme right there, by the way. I'm telling you what I would do if I had money, man. I'm telling you. Pardon me. I don't know how a vendor makes a day, but I'm pretty sure if I give them about $5,000, they could be out there for a couple of fucking hours. I don't think they make it $5,000 a day, are they? Go get some water. Go get a whole water truck to pull up and give out water to both sides. Give out food to both sides. Y'all gonna be fighting. We already know. Some people gonna get arrested. You might as well not get arrested on an empty stomach. That's what we should be doing. What up, Dave Brown? Oh, you forgot your password and they lock you out? Good. Oh yeah, I hope you found out your password then. What up, Eric Mack? Yeah, because, see, this is the problem, right? You want to know what the Americans did during the Civil War? I'm going to tell you what the Americans did during the Civil War. The North freed the slaves. Why would the North free the slaves? Everybody think that, they freed the slaves for a whole bunch of bullshit reasons, right? One of the main reasons why they freed the slaves was because the South was forcing the slaves to fight for the South. And the North was losing. I'm giving you a history lesson. Okay? So yeah, we say shout out to Abraham Lincoln and all that other shit, right? Fucking bird tried to almost hit me in the head. Says shout out to Abraham Lincoln and all that funky shit, right? That's everybody love him. He freed the slaves, right? He freed the slaves because they was losing the war. The North was outnumbered. comically outnumbered. By freeing the slaves, you let the people that was on the other side know that we were going to accept them. So yes, we are going to give police officers free water also. We are going to, if they want some of the free food that's out there. God damn it, birds, I'm not giving you shit. Can you stop trying to hit me? So yeah, we are. That was the second one. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Am I just in their flight path? Like, is this where the planes take off? The next one that come through, I might smack the shit out of them. Because that's the only way to make these. It might be the same bird, yo. Smack the shit out of that. When the next one that come through here, I'm going to smack the shit out of them. Oh, yeah, my reflexes is my reflexes is retarded, yo. Like, you think I be on go. Yo, that bird has some shit wrapped around his head and that nigga took off. I don't know if the nigga got the food wrapped around him. The bird stuck his head through the food and the food was around the nigga neck. And he took off that way and a whole bunch of other birds followed him. That shit was bananas. Yeah, because the birds are trying to, because we feed the birds. Y'all understand that? In New York City, the birds eat because we feed them. People ain't outside because of quarantine, so nobody's feeding the birds. So the birds is attacking niggas because they don't know. You know birds are supposed to eat insects? Y'all know that, right? Birds eat insects, y'all. But since now we've changed their ecosystem, birds eat what we drop. So they looking at us like, what the fuck are you doing? Drop some food, you rat bastard. When I go in the stores and I remember, I'll buy like a little 50-cent snack cake or some shit and I throw it on the floor to the birds I see outside when I remember. What's a 50-cent snack cake? Quarter snack cake or whatever. What the fuck is that? I mean, I'm throwing them bullshit, but I'm not trying to, I don't know what a bird's nutritional needs is. What the fuck? They shit is diarrhea. I don't know. Do I screw them up if I give them something that doesn't cause for them to have diarrhea? Like, do a bird die if they shit is anything other than diarrhea? I'm curious. They eat it, yeah, birds eat anything. What up, that MB, becoming part of the BBN gang? What happened? You say, yo, fuck it, you want to comment? You know, being part of the BBN gang at the first level is only like $2. So every single person in here could just become part of the BBN gang right now for a whole month and talk. It's fucking $2. It's not nothing. I'm not trying to break nobody's banks. They be eating worms and not the walking ones. I'm trying to tell you, birds usually eat insects. Our birds in major metropolises don't eat insects anymore because there's no need. There's always garbage and rubble and sustenance for them somewhere. Always. So they don't need to. But birds are supposed to eat insects. They catch them shits in midair. I'm telling you, I've seen birds do it. Whenever you see a bird just flying around weird, like making weird turns, like he's having like, I don't know, a seizure in the midair, he's probably following the fucking insect. Shout out to that MB leveling up to bag swinger. He's all the way in. Get them birds some fiber oatmeal. He trying to kill the birds. I don't know what to tell you. He trying to kill them shits. A bird probably can't even shit unless it's diarrhea. Yo, why are the New York City rappers so quiet? Why are the New York City rappers not speaking out, not going out there? That shit is crazy. You want to know what it is? A lot of these rappers know their fan bases are racist. A lot of these rappers know that their fan bases are racist. And they don't want to say nothing because they don't want to lose that racist dollar. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. A lot of these rappers know that their fan base is racist. They know that they have a lot of white people in their fan base that if they speak out too harshly or if they show up to any of these events, that they might lose some money. So they don't want to lose their money. Fuck it if a couple of black people die, so they stay shut. Why did Tekashi 6ix9ine come out and say that if anybody donate money, he's going to donate money for New York City? Why did Tekashi 6ix9ine come out and say that if anybody donates money to this shit, he's going to also donate money? But people mad at Tekashi because he snitched. But I don't hear no other rapper in New York City talking about donating money to help the cause. I had no other rapper talking about that. None. You know what Tekashi need to do? Tekashi need to just stun on them, donate some money, and say, you know what? Since nobody else ain't going to do it, I'm going to do it. And donate some fucking money. Now everybody calling him a snitch. Now what? I'm not even caping for him. I'm just explaining the way shit work. What up, LV? Where are all of these where are all the rappers? Where's the Trippie Reds? Trippie Red like going at Tekashi. Well, they got real beef. So Trippie Red, okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Fuck, I'm not gonna talk about Trippie. But what about those other rappers who don't actually have a beef with Tekashi 6ix9ine, but been dragging him for being a snitch? Where the fuck y'all at? Okay, he a rat, but Tekashi 6ix9ine is ready to give $200,000 to the cause. Tekashi 6ix9ine's a rat, but he ready to give $200,000 to the cause. I think he should just donate something like 50, not 100. You understand what I'm saying? Not go all the way there, but give some money, like 50, 30, 20. You know what I'm saying? He probably ain't gonna even miss that shit. But give that type of money, right? Just to insult all the other rappers. Like, look, all these other rappers is talking shit about me, but nobody want to put their money where their mouth is. And then bring up the fact. Y'all already know I have a large contingency of white people. I have a large contingency of white people who buy my music. And I'm still donating money. Where the rest of y'all at? Y'all have all of this street love. Y'all got all of this street love. Where y'all at? I'm telling you, he should flex on them niggas. He should flex on them niggas. That's the whole fact. Flex right on them. Because he can't show up for obvious reasons. He can't go to an event for obvious reasons. Unless he get like a Pope mobile or some shit. I mean, he can't show up in a bulletproof vehicle with a bulletproof bubble on the top of it. Go get a Pope mobile. He could show up. Know what? His record label, whoever the fuck he signed to, needs to go get a fucking Pope mobile and drive that shit straight into the next fucking New York, the next New York protest. And just show up with food and water for everybody. Kill them. And then when people trying to talk about snitch, saying, look, all right, I told on some dudes, but we don't got time for that right now. Yeah, I want to talk about some dudes that got locked up for crimes that it was proven that they did. Whether you love them or not, I get it. But right now, we talking about that man that died in Minneapolis, and I'm trying to put efforts towards that. So if you're not trying to put efforts towards that, then you working for the other people. And that's it. Keep it pushing. That's it. That's a whole win. For at least a month, niggas is not going to be able to call him a snitch. For at least a month. Because as long as the shit is going on, people are not going to be able to talk about him as long as he keeps supporting it. It's a fact. Nobody, you ain't gonna be able to talk about Tekashi. He's out here supporting the movement that's important. You're not gonna be able to talk about how he a snitch. You said 6ix9ine need a juggernaut suit from X-Men. Oh, that bird building a nest. That's what the hell was happening. I'm telling you. I couldn't be his PR guy because he'd be killing these other rappers. Like, he's already like, if I was his PR guy, he'd be killing these other rappers. He'd be killing them. Everybody would be looking stupid. I'm pretty sure he has great PR guys, by the way. I'm just talking shit. But that's what I would do. If we could get a Pope Mobile, that's a whole win. Throw him in the Pope Mobile, drive up to the event, let his fans know he's gonna be there. Also, him preach to his fans, no violence. Again, this shit is retarded, my nigga. Shout out to Dave Brown with the $5 drop. He said, shout out the email company that made me stress out about a damn password. And yeah, Tekashi should lead way, and then they'll all run and hide. Yeah, he goes. No other rappers is talking out and speaking out about this enough. All he would have to do, no rapper has attached themselves to this fight. Niggas is scared. They don't want to upset the white man, and they don't want to upset the white racists, and they don't want to upset the police. They scared. Probably rightfully so. Just so we could be clear, they're not scared of nothing. The thing that they're possibly scared of is something to be scared of. Just so we could be clear. Remember, they get a ton of support in the streets, but that's not where they make most of their money. They make most of their money other places when you get to that next level. You don't make your money in the hood. Yeah, they don't make their money in the hood. They make their money majority other ways. But yeah, that's what I do. Not every rapper is attached to Rock Nation, homie. You motherfucker. Not every rapper is attached to not Rock Nation. Y'all know that, right? Every single rapper is not signed to Rock Nation, y'all. Don't dribble the ball and make the birds fly. God damn it. Fucking moron. Oh, no, I get you. But wait, first of all, you don't think some of these labels would probably like to take advantage of this opportunity if they could figure out a way? They would like to take advantage of this opportunity of some of these labels. There's a lot of money to be made here. It's just that some people might not want to take the risk. There's a lot of money to be made here, but some people might not want to take the risk. If you could attach yourself to this movement, fucking asshole made all of them fucking birds fly away. So they fucking, because you know birds got all type of disease on them. Stupid asshole came in the park, dribbled the ball, and made all of those birds fly and push around all of the shit on their feathers all at the same time in the air. I just hate people that just, God damn it. I ain't want to curse him out because he with his kids. Also, some of these rappers that are actually snitches, they can't speak out because police are out them. Nigga, you snitched. That's why Tekashi could come out and say whatever he want to say. That's why J. Cole could go pull up at an event. Yeah, rats with wings. The stupid idiot came in the park dribbling the ball, made all the fucking birds fly. Like, people don't think. You understand what I'm saying? They just do shit. Don't even think. Why would you make all the birds fly and spew disease in the whole entire park and you got your kids here? Why would you do that? I keep hearing about KC last night. That's a fact. People don't think. He probably didn't even think of that. You understand what I'm saying? He probably didn't even think. I got my kids with me. Let's not make all the birds fly and put disease in the air. Because, you know, no one washes birds. I've never seen birds use hand sanitizer. Sometimes you just got to think. I don't know. They already have a curfew. I think it was in Oakland or was in LA somewhere. I think it was Oakland or something like that. They had a curfew. Nobody could be on the streets between 8 o'clock at night and I think 6:30 in the morning. They got a curfew in some place. The police was literally going through the streets telling everybody to go home. That's a fact. I saw the footage earlier today. LA, 8 to 5. There you go, 8 to 5:30. Appreciate you, Liberty. That's crazy. Didn't I tell y'all martial law was coming in January? In January. Didn't I say, yo, martial law is coming? Don't you see the way that America's moving? I told y'all that. I said it's not gonna be no time soon. I said they're gonna roll that shit out nice and slow. And they're gonna have a reason for everything that they doing. I told y'all that shit in January. The fucking bird flew around, I think something in my mouth. God damn it. I hate being around idiots. Nah, KC is about it for real. People think Kansas City ain't about that life, man. Kansas City about that life for real. Kansas City has a mob, don't they? Kansas City is about that life for real. Like, Kansas City has a mob to the point where it's considered the KC mob, right? Or like it's considered the New York mob, or you got the LA mob. Like, they have the KC mob, don't they? Or am I wrong? Or is that only on Ozarks? David Round said, shout out to Rue Jones. And nobody's calling you R.J.U. nigga. Shout out to Rue Jones becoming a bag swinger. Dave Round said these rappers are too bothered about their fake image, facts, and the respect they think they got, facts. But if one rapper hooks up with Tekashi, I think Tekashi's gonna have rappers with him, man. I mean, you hearing Nicki Minaj is on this song that's about to come out. And I'm telling you right now, Tekashi's working with a lot of big names in the industry, man. I'm telling you right now. I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody, but I'm not gonna ruin their rollout. But Tekashi's working with people. People fucking with him. All of them individuals the reason why a lot of these dudes is quiet is because a lot of these dudes behind the scenes know who's gonna work with Tekashi. That's why a lot of these dudes just shut up and they be quiet now. KC crime family from 1912 to present. Appreciate you, Charlie Santana. Yeah, KC not small, man. KC not small. People, I don't know why people think that. What's I just about to say? Yeah, that's why a lot of these rappers stop talking about Tekashi, man. They can't keep talking about him because they know the people that's about to work with Tekashi. They don't want no. They don't necessarily fucking birds, man. They don't necessarily want no smoke with the people that's about to work with Tekashi. They know. You don't think the people behind the scenes in the music industry don't know who's about to do music with Tekashi? Come on, man. Can't be serious. They all know. A couple of them feel stupid because they put their foot in their mouth. You better believe that. That's why the only dudes that's talking about Tekashi right now is the young niggas. And that's the only people who needs to be talking about Tekashi. If you've been in the game 5-6 years, you don't need to be talking about Tekashi. If they ask you about him, answer the question. The nigga snitch, you don't fuck with him. I get it. But you don't need to be going out making posts about how niggas is claiming rats. You've been in the game 5-10 years. You got more important things to be thinking about. If you one of these new niggas, now look, the bird just flew right over to them. Put all of that, like they flying over here. Now I'm just gonna smack the shit out of one of these niggas. That's what I'm gonna do. We not doing this. I'm gonna smack the shit out of one of these niggas. Cause this is, am I right at this point if I smack the shit out of one of these birds? I don't know, some dude just looked over here at me. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, nigga. What the fuck you doing? I'm gonna try not to poop him, James Smith, because that means I would have to eat it first. And I don't really plan on eating pigeons. Oh, pop them. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant anyway. I didn't want that poop joke to go to waste. Yo, nobody that's been in the music game for over 5 years should be talking about Tekashi. He shouldn't care about him. That's my point. You know, unless somebody actually asks you, and then you be like, man, I don't fuck with that little nigga, he ratted. Or I don't really care what they did over there. Them other dudes did them wrong. Or everybody has shit to blame. Blame on both. Whatever their position is. I don't know what the fucking position to be. Well, I'm not killing the birds, homie. G's up. Because somebody I got to do it. We're going to give you a timeout, homie. I'm not killing the birds, all right? We love animals. I just want them niggas to stop flying near me. G's up want me to go assassinate the birds, man. He want me to riot on the birds. Why, G's? Why? For some strange reason, we feed our birds over here and try to keep them safe. So, you know, shout out to that shit. Eric back laughing at G's up. I want to explain something to y'all real quick. We about to get out of here. But I want to explain something to y'all real quick. I'm definitely getting too old for this shit. I don't do the devil's advocate thing. I'm going to explain why. Most people do the devil advocate thing wrong. I'm going to explain why. There's a difference between knowing how to debate and just saying the opposite of what somebody else says. I'm going to give you a real quick, my opinion on this. Debating isn't I say something and then you try to find a flaw with what I'm saying. That's not debating. Debating is this. There's more than one actual position. One person takes one position and the other person takes the other position. Both positions have the same chance of being a good stance from the outside. Now, if we have a situation where something is unquestionably wrong and you say, I'm going to play the devil's advocate, how? It's unquestionably wrong. At this point, you're just being annoying. At this point, you are literally not being the devil's advocate, but you're actually helping create a lie. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's going to be people that are going to hear you make these erroneous claims, and they might actually be led to believe something that's wrong. So I want to say something real quick, because we have a person that used to be part of this community, and I think part of the reason why they fell out with this community is because they believe that they can argue opinion with facts. If you are arguing opinions against facts, you are not playing the devil's advocate. What I just explained to you is, if you have a situation where both sides can evenly have a good argument, that's not arguing opinion against fact. That's arguing perspectives. If you have an actual fact and you're trying to argue an opinion against an actual fact, that is not debating. That's being annoying. Some of y'all do not know what debating is. Y'all have not the slightest idea. I was actually on a debate. I had a debate team, class, whatever you want to call it. I actually, when I was in high school, I was involved with debate and shit. Also, when I was, because we had a law class and we had to do debating in the law class. That's all I know. Like, we just had a law class. They made us do, like, we did a mock trial. We had to do debating. We had to, be lawyers. And we did a whole bunch of shit in that class, to be honest with you. But, so a lot of y'all have no idea what debating is. None. Zero. No idea what debating is. So please stop saying that you're debating a fact with an opinion. You only could debate an opinion with an opinion and a fact with a fact. You cannot debate a fact with an opinion or an opinion with a fact. So we just be clear on that. Shout out to Dave Round with the $5 drop. He said the 5 is cheap, too lean, some good game. Peace, blessings, always, Frost. Appreciate you. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. You cannot argue a fucking fact against an opinion. I know y'all think y'all smart when y'all do that. You're not. You're just being annoying. That's why I just timed you out. What the fuck? How am I gonna argue a fact against an opinion? Just think about that for a minute. That's why I just embarrass people that do that shit. That's why I just embarrass them. Because I might as well have fun with it, right? If they're gonna be stupid. Anyway, yo, look, we gonna have to pull up out of here. Hour and a half, as usual. Try to keep it to that. We're gonna pull up out of here. I need y'all all to be safe. If anybody know about anything happening in New York City today, I do have a plan of a thing that I'm trying to do. But if anybody know about anything that's happening in New York City, any protests that did, get away from me, you damn birds. You're not flying in my head again, and I ain't got treats. Yeah, I'm hoping you meant learn, not lean. If y'all know about anything happening in New York City today, hit me up, let me know, DM me. I might go through. We might go live a little bit later. I wanna, if I could put this thing together that I'm trying to put together with, I don't wanna, just in case we don't get it put together, I don't wanna tell you who it's with. I don't want nobody going over there fucking with them unnecessarily. Say, look, I love y'all. Go out there, be safe, be smart. Just be smart, man. That's it. Stop thinking people that have a lot of opinions know more than you. Some people do not know more than you. They just have more opinions about things because they dicks. They don't know more than you. Stop letting people argue facts against opinions. Understand the difference between an opinion and a perspective. That being said, yo, look, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers, let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.